Okay, are we on? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hey guys, it's me, Roy Cooper. And today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Again. Now since you guys got 100k views on the other part one, description down below in case you want to watch that one. Yeah, this is the day after I played this game. Now we're playing again. Again, audio mute because the copyright stuff wants to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, really? This isn't too overwhelming of a minute for you. Literature when you're not accustomed. I think it says accustomed to it. What does that even mean? Back. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you're due the end of it, Natsuki, you seriously have a big mouth for someone who keeps her man in her classroom. Mm, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swifty, and Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Roy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dispenseful, whatever that means. Giori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire at once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, come on. You and Roy can become good friends too. Uh, Ziori! As usual, Ziori seems to obviously to be weird situations she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What's Ziori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Ziori made it to be a big deal when it's really not. Uh, what do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Ziori, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I'll make me happy no matter what. He said, so, yeah, I wouldn't make it big deal if you don't want me to be. All right, well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you know should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks is like desperate me not reading much. Yuri, that's thank you. I'll definitely read this. The instrumentally take the book. To you. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing you what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for this club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheering conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her instant expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rumbagging around in the closet. Man, it's like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. However, I can suppose occupied myself with something literature related myself like this. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Tsiori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame, but compared to all the other clubs, though. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. The festival is a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too disease and what influential, but it's not like that at all. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the place, and after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Siori is thinking this really seriously. What? It's rare to her this, but what? Dilbading like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Nasuki would love to do that. Yeah, you're right. Nasuki makes the best cupcakes. That's what perfectly. That wasn't why you're suggesting it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Siori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Siori could put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but how I wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall on my chair. Sorry. What? Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. That isn't napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Siori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not every convincing. How many days the past week have you gone up on time? That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, sis. I can't even do that. See what I mean? Look, Siori, it's written all over you. Eh? Siori glanced around at herself. How is this written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over your face. around her. Ah! I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. You don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Yeah, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started buttoning her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll catch your mind. Oh boy, that is not a comfortable angle. Get that angle out of my damn face. This is so funny. What's this? Well, I just thinking how weird it would be having a friend who does this kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Uh, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Okay, this is obviously weird. I'm gonna skip this. That's bad. It's not worth it at all. Siori hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more. Okay, we're done. Phew. That's so much better. Siori puts her arms out and twists around. So if it keeps it understood, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he would have even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it under top, under bottom. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Uh, I don't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Hee hee. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Ziori. But I was joking at that time. Man, it's possible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Well, can't wait to see yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound instrumentic, but Yuri still drops away to receive her poem. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, that sounds everyone's reading. Why don't you find someone that shares with? I can't wait. Siori and Monica intriguingly pull out their poems. Siori's wing sheet looks like torn from a spiral notebook. Or, on the other hand, Monica wrote hers in completion notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from her. I see it. And Suki and Yuri reluctantly completely as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Who should who should I show my poem to first? So Yori, Nasuki, Yuri, Monica. Let's go with Nasuki. I told Nasuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. What? Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monica can climb. Critics can leap. Oh, crickets can leap. Horses embrace owls and can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can fly. People can fly. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convincing that I would like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all supposed and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for some people who express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like I like when it's easy to read, but it's hard, but it hits too hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really distracting. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that you put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but then made it all flat on purpose. It helps brings out my feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you're learning something. Didn't expect that from your didn't expect that from a young guest one here, you did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her last comment. Okay, yeah, no, I don't care. Uh Sayori. Wonder what she says. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Roy. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good at writing at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more conservative than that. This. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Uh, well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I may understand you better than a lot of the other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's Roy's open poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Ziori hugs the sheets against her chest. Can I see your poem, please? Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Iori. I'm not sure if Iori sees full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can identify that she's part of this reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Oh boy. Um, I'll try to read. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleeping from my eyes. Are you asking me to and come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky blue. It was a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Siori, this is a guess, but do you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to be a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late at school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get, I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in the arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Eh, it was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Yuri. She's that purple girl hair, right? Hmm. Yuri stretched at the poem. A minute passed, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine. Don't focus yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Uh, yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that makes it to be after reading, though so it's bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri brushed her hair, her face into her hands. I could have helped but noticed that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that the specific writing habits are usually typically of a new writers, and having been low than myself, I kind of learned how or to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is in new writers is that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form it into together. The end result is that both the style and the expressions are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's that her demeanor totally changes. Her streaming is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that you go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them into work together is probably the most challenging part. Okay, so you say more shit about yourself, and you pretty much have like really good time about being the most smartest one, even though you're gonna betray me. Anyways, let's read it. Oh boy, excuse it. Ghosts on the lake. The okay, I'm just gonna say some gibberish Go to the lake, the town of my hail, illuminate, spread the amber glow, billowing a roaring breeze one. The last unraveling schedule to have 1 minute button that the last get to be upheld by the sickening underglow of the future, a blank claw, fading as lighting in the past, to say you, I flickered back. Okay, so like this is light bulbs, right? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Uh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short and it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since your first time sharing it, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Uh, hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Roy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets of often express their own thoughts, feeling, and expressive in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or point a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolism compared to a ghost. Okay, so you're just saying stuff about ghosts and light bulbs? Not really interesting. Oh, it will give you like a, whoa, you're done with the other three. Now just go on to this one. But no, you just click on it. Hi, Roy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with me. Follow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, what to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Roy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past on soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Siore would like. Is that so? You and Siore are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Siori and I are actually really different. Hmm, well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Then the way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into the too much? I could be. Oh gosh, that should sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell that she likes exploring with emotion, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each other own, and you should be afraid to experiment a little bit easier. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not even very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be every good. Well, that's the case I have to sound confident. Okay, here we go. Holy wall, it couldn't have been me. See the definition that spots spouse, a nasty neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasted home. I'll never know I wasn't home. Appear inside appear inside of a clue. No, I can't see a real line like a film left and in the sun. But it's too late. My rituals already scarlet with a pendant copy of the Bella glass. It's just a little hole. It wasn't the bright. It was too deep. Steering forever into everything. A hole of luminous disguises. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. So, what do you think? It's very free from. That's the we call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah, it's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems I've been like putting. Look, I just had to yawn there, guys. I'm I'm tired. I'm just tired of this game. Skip, just skip some stuff. Yeah, something like that. I know there's like the skip button on there, but I like pressing the X button on the PS4. Yeah, someone like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem of a story, your brain gets to fix on a specific point. If you try hard to make a perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep your poem in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Okay. Uh, I thought it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I expected. It, as if everyone's judgment for me might. Okay, yeah. So, are we done with this? There's more. They gladly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poem. As they read and tell them, I watch each other their expressions change. The silky eyebrows frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? What are you talking about, girl? Um, do you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Silky dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. You're so cute. Cute? Do you completely miss the symbols or something that clearly about me feeling of giving up? How can they be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I wasn't trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come? Okay, yeah, they're just freaking arguing about their own suspects. So I'm just gonna like skip. And Roy liked my poem to you, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I. You're you're just Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Roy appreciates my advice more than appreciate yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advance more? Oh my god, they just argue like a married couple. Is everyone okay? Well, I know what. Okay. Natsuki, that's a little. That doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Roy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She stared at. She started. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing is more expressive. I'm getting out of my bed. Don't worry about the other guy in the corner. What? Oh, oh. Then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convincing for no reason? The meaning should jump out in the reader, not folks, them to have figured it out. More arguing. Just, oh boy. How do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh my god. Who should I pick? Who should I choose, guys? This is obviously not that okay. Well, I mean, do I choose Natsuki or Yuri? Like, I can't get to Yuri because this is obviously going to be a little bit inspected. Alright, I'll get Natsuki. But after this, we'll never talk about this again. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, Natsuki has a point. I think that I wrapped my brain into a template to back myself up. I think that's convincing feelings were a few words can be just as expressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it didn't. It did, didn't it? Yeah, shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whimpers. Look, we what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really personal thing, and sharing it can identify it to be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty hated. I glance over my shoulder. Ziori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you didn't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Suki. Ah! Suki's voice gets caught in surprise. Alright, I think that's enough. Natsuki takes a breath. The things about you. Natsuki glanced around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unexpectedly, Natsuki has harder time with her than she boasted. Sayori and Monica looked away. Anyway, the thing about wait. I'm sorry. I really remember this. What? What? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. or anyone, I guess. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori, I'll get some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I passed Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that's what's past that. Everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that is worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Roy. And to be honest, it's nice changing a place for the lazing around. That we got a little too used to. Ah, that's so doing it. Okay, yeah. Some more of this. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ah, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're a vice presidency already. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just how do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Roy, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from the friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think myself. I learned I learned a little wait, what did it say? I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes.